from the corner of 20th and Blake Street. So look at Coors Field in Denver. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the San Diego Padres and the Colorado Rockies. Stay tuned for Rockies baseball next. Jorge De La Rosa will be on the mound for the Rocks. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's been what you would call a fourth or fifth starter. Got a career ERA of over 4, but he will give you innings, and he is dependable.
Will Myers is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. Too high there, and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
De La Rosa gets the sign. Here it is on 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone on strikes to start the afternoon. And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, keep an eye on the dynamic abilities of Will Myers. He works hard at his craft, and he really knows what works for him at the plate.
And a dive, but it just tips off his glove as it's by him for a base hit. Matt Kemp takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away.
Road to the Show lets you experience the career of
Hi, and welcome to day one of the Topps Amateur Showcase, also known as Bowman Scout Day. Today, position players will show off their talents in a tryout setting, participating in batting practice, the 60-yard dash, and situational defensive drills. Scouts will be grading players with the standard 20 to 80 scouting scale and will, of course, be looking for projectable skills that may translate to future success in professional baseball. Good luck to all those involved as draft day approaches. And now, MLB The Show's special coverage of the annual three-day Topps Amateur Showcase is on the air. Today, we get the ball rolling with an intriguing matchup on day one between the prospects from the Central region and those representing the West. And we'll also give you a quick look at our two starting pitchers as you see there. Bill Franco steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning quite a bit when you...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1 with no score after a half an inning. Number 28 stands in for the first time.
Third baseman, number 28.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cooper moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Cedric Scott stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Grounded to third. This could be to second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Wow, what a nice double play right there. The turn was good, but the feed might have been even better. He fielded the grounder really smoothly, then got rid of it quickly and accurately. This Topps Amateur Showcase is mostly about pitching and hitting, but don't think that a good-looking defensive play is going to go unnoticed by these scouts.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. The relay, and he's going to make it. He gets into second base with a hustle double.
And a nice job of hitting right there that results in a well-earned double. You can see he gets a pitch to hit, and he just yanks it down the line. Then he turns on the wheels, and he's able to make it into second base safely. Those scouts will definitely be looking for guys that can rack up the extra base hits, so this will certainly help his cause.
Alonso Para stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. The runner from second crosses the plate. Now a 5-0 lead.
The batter, the short.
Number 28 will dig in. 1 for 2 with a double in this one.
28. Here we go.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Franco is there. 2 gone. Number 28 steps in now.
Now batting, number 28.
Come on, kid, get on for us. Here we go.
And he lays off there, 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
All right, one time right here.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that'll get down for a base hit. Throw into third. And he is in there.
Well, I really like to see this out of a young player like this. Too many times guys will get a little bit too pull happy. But there, he just sees the ball deep into the zone, and he drives it the opposite way for a nice base hit. And I know a lot of major league teams love a guy who can use the entire field to his advantage. So they're going to like what they just saw out of him right there.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Scott is there for it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Let's fly. Let's go right here.
Hey, see you drive it. Let's go, big dog.
He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 8th inning coming up. The West prospects are on top here, 6-1. So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The West squad wins this one 6-5. So long, everybody. With the draft coming up a fortnight away, the best young amateur talent in the world have gathered to compete in the 3-day Topps Amateur Showcase here on MLB The Show. 1 game for each team is in the books, and now it's on to day 2, and we've got a good matchup ahead between the prospects from the West region and the prospects representing the East. Number 28 steps in. He'll get his first shot at it here.
Number 28.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Out in front of it, strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing and a liner. But this will be fouled.
Come on, kid. Get on for us. Here we go.
A pause and the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Now to the plate, Gene Lunsford, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single. At the plate, Freddie Cordova. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The windup and the 0-1. On the ground to third. Oh, and he took his eye off it as it's right through him into left. Number 28 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Number 28.
First offering on its way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Hey, see you drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Swinging a hard liner to short. Step on the bag for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score.
Hey, nobody gone now.
Digging in to try it again, Mario Santos. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right.
To second for 1, on to first, and they get them both.
Wow, what a nice double play right there. The turn was good, but the feed might have been even better. He fielded the grounder really smoothly, then got rid of it quickly and accurately. This Topps Amateur Showcase is mostly about pitching and hitting, but don't think that a good-looking defensive play is going to go unnoticed by these scouts.
Number 28 is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, one pitch. Make it yours.
Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And that's through into left. So a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
Well, with the draft coming up, these are the kind of ABs that you're wanting to put together. He gets himself a nice base knock right there, so I'm sure he's happy as it can only help his stock moving forward towards the draft.
Hey, come on, baby. See it.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Hey, have a rip up there right now, huh?
Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be two? One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time here in the Sunshine State. The West prospects are on top here, 4-2. Jim Watson will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Now a long throw home, but not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1. Paul Harmon will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
On a swing, and he popped him up. Off to the left in foul territory. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out. Number 28 steps in now.
The batter, number 28.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Paniagua is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over.
Welcome back to the Major League Baseball first-year player draft. The first round is complete, so we will now begin the second round. The first pick is now officially on the clock. With the first pick of the second round, the Philadelphia Phillies select Robert McNamara, a second baseman from the West region. With the second pick in the second round, the Cincinnati Reds select Sam Noseworthy, a starting pitcher from the West region. With the third pick of the second round, the Atlanta Braves select Aiden Morey, a starting pitcher from the East region. With the fourth pick in the second round, the Oakland Athletics select Tom Cassidy, a closing pitcher from the International region. With the fifth pick of the second round, the Milwaukee Brewers select Edgar Paniagua, a left fielder from the East region. With the sixth pick in the second round, the Colorado Rockies select Adrian Vargas, a starting pitcher from the International region. With the seventh pick of the second round, the Miami Marlins select Chris Robles, a right fielder from the West region. With the eighth pick in the second round, the San Diego Padres select Clarence Cook, a second baseman from the West region. With the ninth pick of the second round, the Detroit Tigers select Lewis Heckman, a starting pitcher from the Central region. With the 10th pick in the second round, the Chicago White Sox select Jonathan Haney, a second baseman from the Central region. With the 11th pick of the second round, the Seattle Mariners select Rob Sanchez, a catcher from the Central region. With the 12th pick in the second round, the Boston Red Sox select Manuel Camacho, a relief pitcher from the West region. With the 13th pick of the second round, the Arizona Diamondbacks select the third baseman from the West region.
Okay, so we're making our way through the second round now. The next team is on the clock, but before we get to their pick, guys, what do you think of the most recent selection?
Well, I think it's a solid pick. At this point, teams are looking to grab those guys they've had their eye on that maybe fell out of the first round, and I got to think they're excited to see this guy get to this
Back here with our minor league pregame show, I'm Matt Vasgersian getting you ready for Double-A Southern League action tonight as we jump into our Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Number 28 is in the glow, making his Double-A debut in this one, so this is probably an exciting day for him.
Well, I'm sure it is, but he knows he's got a long road ahead of him to the major leagues. He wasn't a top draft pick, so he likely won't be on the fast track to the show. Unless, of course, he starts really putting up big numbers.
MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around. Number 28 leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
The windup and the 0-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Hey, one pitch. Make it yours.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first. Number 28 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Now batting, number 28.
Toss started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one.
Hey, no one better. Let's go, kid.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble.
Go two.
Here you go, find the ball.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. And that right there was his first hit at the Double-A level. Steve, that's got to be an exciting moment for him.
Yeah, with that first knock out of the way, he can now settle in and start working on the next one. Of course, he's aiming for that first major league hit, but he's got to start somewhere.
So stepping in, number 3, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Swinging a soft liner.
Find it.
And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. In to score is the runner from third. It's 1-1. The pitcher, Daisuke Okada, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Boy, and somewhat shockingly, he's fronting on 3-0, but he gets it down. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. Benito Navarro digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. On the ground to the right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Number 28 will dig in. 1 for 2 with a double in this one.
Number 28.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch and let it rip. Let's go.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
Hey, wait for yours here.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits. Number 28 steps in now.
Leading off for the Bay Bears, third baseman, number 28.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
They see it and drive it. Let's go.
Hit hard on the ground to third. To his right, Funk. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Number 28 stands in.
Now batting, number 28.
Come on, kid, get on for us. Here we go.
Hey, right guy, no one better up there.
Off the
Ball
plate
one,
and
no
low
strike.
here, ball one.
Hey, wait for a good one and
Hit
drive.
sharply on the ground to the left. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Julio Asensio will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it.
Good turn right here. Drive him in.
On the ground, softly towards second.
Stand up,
And he
stand
has
up.
some trouble with it, and they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
And when you're coming off the bench,
Hey, your turn. Drive him in. Keep it going.
Standing in with the bases loaded, Benito Navarro, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game.
yeah, I think the entire game has led to this moment right here. So we'll see if he can come through or if
Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one as they open it up to 6-2 now.
You talk about capping off a comeback in style. We ain't going to have to look far to find it.
Ricky Riddick brings his bat to the plate now to get the bottom of the 11th underway.
well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
And you have to feel good for that guy right there. The games finally count, and he comes out on opening day.
The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Time for game 2 of the regular. Darryl Funk set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Number 28 in foul ground. Number 28 will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Out in front of it, strike 1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Left side. Funk gloves it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the bottom of the second.
Come on, baby. One time.
Number 28 gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big
Don't be
2-out
afraid,
at-bat
let it
right
fly
here.
one
You know, it's
time.
still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Drilled to the left side. Backhanded. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. So striding in, number 28, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Ball too high that time with the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Let's go now. One time.
Now a line drive caught down there at third. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. Stepping in, Tomas Garcia. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Around third and being waved on home. And not in time as the run scores. Number 28 will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this is hit hard up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. He's pretty lucky that one didn't hit.
Hey, right guy, right place.
Julio Asensio strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And a tag, and he is out easily. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that.
The Stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the Southern League is on the air. A good matchup here for you tonight. Number 28 will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Now a swing and a ball hit in the air down the left field line. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. The relay. And it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him. Clayton Richard digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Number 28 is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Number 28 steps into the box.
Leading off for Mobile, third baseman, number 28.
And he swings on the first pitch as this is popped